Let me give you a true or false fact about Bryce Dallas Howard. This is to Orlando Bloom.
Greatest human on the planet.
You.
True.
Oh, what a kiss ass.
No, but actually, like, legit great human to work with.
Deep Cover is a fast-paced action comedy set in London starring a character called Kat. And then some other fella. And we have the stars of the film here, ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Dallas Howard and Mr. Orlando Bloom. Fake applause.
Fake applause.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Yelling.
Good, how are you?
We'll just say that Bryce has just got off a plane, so she's a hero to be here. Next day.
You're a hero.
She is. Rock star.
No, I was just wheeled here by people.
Where did you fly in from?
I'm like, I don't know. Los Angeles.
All right, that's a tough flight.
All good.
That's a tough flight.
It's all good.
You know, there's not much leg room at the back of those planes.
I know.
It's a nightmare.
One day I'll have a lie down on one of those flights. But, yeah.
Orlando, you've been on the show before.
Yeah.
Bryce, I've never met you. I'm a huge fan of your work. I think you are phenomenally talented. I think you're brilliant.
She really is.
Have you explained Orlando to Bryce that just like what a legend I am?
Yeah, I did. I said, listen, we're going into a room of one of the greats right now.
Get ready.
This is the establishment right here.
I am huge.
This is one to tell the family.
Yeah.
It really is.
But just being on this show is like, you've made it.
Well, I mean, I know it from The View.
Just from the view.
They wouldn't give just anyone that view.
That's true. It's a lovely view, bless the sweat.
It's not The View, really.
We're looking at you. We're looking at you.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Phew, thank goodness for that. So this fast-paced comedy on Prime Video, which you can watch from today. Everybody, I urge you all to watch it tonight. It's a romp of comedy with action, and it is indeed fast-paced.
By the way, it is fast-paced. Actually, that scene that that from the clip, I shot it just 100 metres that way in Leicester
In the
Square.
comedy store, was it?
No, there's a bit where I play an elf.
Oh, right.
Different kind of an elf, more of a Christmas elf.
Yes,
than the Lord of the Rings type. But I'm like, and that piece.
Oh,
is
yes.
just
You know, you're
over
right.
there.
It's just over the street.
Did anyone recognize you?
It was hilarious. Well, yes. I don't know. I hope not.
Because they were shooting like probably the crew was kind of a distance from you, right?
Yeah, there was a long camera, and I just kept running in and running out. It was like run for cover.
It's a lovely outfit.
The weird thing is,
outfit, isn't it?
people dressed in unusual outfits in Leicester Square is not a weird thing. You know, there's a good
when
chance.
it's Orlando Bloom.
Pardon the pun.
Yes, it was a deep cover.
Yeah, but I've seen Orlando dressed like that many times before. This is what he does when he's in town.
That's our kink. You're not supposed to tell anyone.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I was actually after I was coming from the airport, I saw Toby Jones walk through that area, Leicester. Yeah, and I almost rolled down the window to be like, Toby, but I looked so gross from the plane. I got shy.
Oh, you should have done.
So people do walk through. You know, yes, this happens.
People live in London.
Yeah,
and some of them are recognizable, and sometimes they dress in elf costumes.
Do you live in LA? Is that where you live?
I mostly in New York.
Okay,
but yeah,
all right, fine. Okay, so but New York and London are not too dissimilar. You know, people walk around New York, people walk around LA. London.
But people do not walk around LA. Nope.
So the film. Do you want to tell, or shall I say what it's about?
Oh, can you?
Are you done with it?
Well, not done with it, but I feel like I need some. I would like an expert.
Okay. So you tell me what. I won't look at my notes. You tell me where I go wrong.
Okay.
So you play Kat.
Yeah.
You're an improv comedy teacher.
Yeah.
And you're really successful at what you do. And then
except not being an actor necessarily.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Orlando Bloom, you play an actor who is maybe looking for the next big role, and it's just around the corner. He's not quite there yet.
Takes himself way too seriously.
Yes.
Not something I do at all. Ever.
But you don't.
And then Sean Bean from Game of Thrones, he plays an undercover police police person who's really bad at his job because he meets Kat, your character Bryce, and says, "I'm an undercover police officer," which is surely not the opening gambit you should start with. And then he says, "You should come and help us catch the baddies," and that. And then so you get Orlando's character, and also Nick Mohammed, who none of you recognise as the man from Ted Lasso, which is quite believable. And then you go off and you go to get the baddies, and you do a good job at getting in with the baddies, and hilarity ensues.
Yes. Well done.
Yes.
And to add to that, because we're improv people or actors, we take it all a bit too seriously and we escalate it really fast. A bit like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yes, and, right?
Yeah.
You've got to keep going. And because the comedy is in the fact that we unwittingly keep going deeper undercover, thinking that we're protected by Sean Bean and the police force of the Great British Police Force, but actually it's all fun and games, and it gets very funny. Very dangerously funny.
Yes, dangerously funny. Yeah, not everything is what it seems.
It's a great cast as well. It's obviously got yourselves in it.
Yeah.
It's got the lovely Nick Mohammed, who's lovely,
wonderful, brilliant.
Paddy Considine, who's great. Ian McShane is in it.
Yeah.
Lovejoy.
I know.
Lovejoy was the show that I saw him on here in the UK when I was a kid, which was a powerhouse, and then he's just gone on.
He doesn't age either. Ian McShane. He does not change.
Must be something about Scotsman.
I think
the
so.
Same, anyway.
And of course Sean Bean. So a couple of Yorkshire men in there where I'm from. Nick and I are from the same place. Well, we're all from Yorkshire, me and Sean and everything. Yorkshire's a beautiful place. You should go there. Bryce. You love it. It's like London, but more green, friendly people, and cheaper.
And they do a great cup of tea.
They do.
Oh, the best tea.
And filming in the UK must be nice for the pair of you as well.
Was awesome.
So cool. And not just filming in the UK, like filming in London. We were shooting in Shoreditch and Bethnal Green, and like we were actually getting to be inside the
Leicester
city,
Square.
which is so cool. Leicester Square, exactly.
Like some of the hot spots, really fun. Great to shoot in London.
Not your first time filming in London for the pair of you.
No, but what I would say is it's the first time for me, like I've shot here on movies that are sort of like, I've done like the Jurassic movies here, and I did Argyle here.
Great film.
Well, thank you. But and so doing this movie was very different because this was an independent movie. Like when we started this, it hadn't been acquired by Amazon yet. Like it was truly an independent film. And so it was exciting for everyone being able to be like, oh my God, we can shoot this like, small indie action comedy in London.
How did they get you, the pair of you? In fact, that whole lineup for a little independent film, how did they get you?
Really well written.
Yeah, great
Very
script.
funny. Great script.
Is that what got you? Is that what pulled you in, the pair of you?
Yeah.
Yep. And Tom Kingsley is an incredible director.
Right.
I mean, Staff Let's Flat. Like he understands funny.
Yeah. The writers had done and executed a script so brilliantly. Ben and Alex.
Really, Ben Ashton and Alex Owen.
Yeah, did a great job. Made it. It was just, and they were on set. They also perform in the movie, and they would give us what we needed. If it wasn't, we didn't even really need. Although it's about improvisation, we didn't need to improvise because it was so well put together. And of course, Colin Trevorrow, who you've worked with, has a very big view for movies, hence Jurassic Park. And so between Tom, who's got this wicked sense of humour and great director, and Colin with this big vision, we managed to somehow take a tiny movie and blow it into a bigger feel, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally.
Which was
give it
kind of unique.
a little bit of scope.
He's good, isn't he? Yeah. He's good, isn't he?
This was originally a script written by Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly, his writing partner at the time, who wrote Jurassic World, and then reconceived now as many years later as a British comedy. Colin remained on as a producer, met Ben and Alex, and was like, "Hey, would you guys want to do something with this?" And
so this idea's been around for a while.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, isn't it?
We were talking about this the other day when we had Tim Key in, who's in an incredible film called The Ballad of Wallace Island at the moment. And that idea or that film has been around 10, 15 years.
2007, they did a short film of it.
Which is amazing. It seems it just takes so long to get stuff off the ground.
Do you want a statistic?
Go on.
So the average successful movie, so this is like a movie that for all intents and purposes worked, takes 7 years. From start to finish.
Wow.
The average movie that you're like, oh, this is a great cast and a great idea and we have financing. Like
it's lightning in a bottle. And people watch it and go, oh, well, that was very good.
7 years.
Just 7 years of your life.
That's such a,
somebody's
That's
life.
a win. That's a win.
That's such a shame because I wrote a really great script 8 years ago.
Done. Window has closed.
I think you missed it. I think you missed it.
Damn it.
Not at all.
Have you two worked together before?
No, but you know what we got to do together?
No.
We got to announce at the Golden Globes together. So that's how we first met each other, which was really fun.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of mutual friends as well. So yeah.
Okay, I have some. This is where the interview starts going all over the place because I was scribbling notes down yesterday. Okay, so you two have met before at the Golden Globes. You have now worked together. So let me give you a true or false fact about Bryce Dallas Howard. This is to Orlando Bloom.
Greatest human on the planet.
You.
True.
Oh, what a piss ass.
No, but actually, like, legit great human to work with.
Bryce Dallas Howard has pretty much no sense of smell. True or false?
True, very true.
Really?
And we were just,
You were just talking
which
about
is
it,
crazy.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, all right, how about this?
Oh, so you learned that not from the incident this morning. You learned that from your own sources.
Own
See?
sources.
It is out there.
It's out there, babe.
The people know.
That's why.
Yeah, someone mentioned in our interview this morning how peppery Orlando smelled. And they were like, do you think that he smells peppery? And I was like, fun fact, I have no sense of smell. Anyway.
It's mad, isn't it?
Gosh.
Okay, try this one then. How many auditions did Bryce do before getting an acting job? Now, this also tests whether or not Bryce Dallas Howard tells the truth in interviews.
This might be a fact. It's a little twisted, but I know where you're getting it from.
Esoteric. I mean, are we talking like in the 10s or in the 20s or in the 50s? I don't know.
Less than 50 I had.
You had less than 50?
Bryce is looking at me as if to go, I can't wait to hear this answer.
I would say 43.
I had 48.
So basically,
oh, you liar!
No,
I got this from watching an interview with you.
No, it's correct.
Okay,
it's correct. Okay, so I just told 48. You about the no, that's correct, 48. But so I just talked about the average length of a successful movie. So the average actor who is working, they're part of SAG, which is a union. So they're able to pay their SAG dues, which means they're making over $20,000 a year, right? So this is a working actor. How many auditions do they have to go in to get a job? The average working actor goes on 1 in every 64 auditions they book.
Wow.
And so when I should check those facts now because this was something that was told to me when auditioning was more frequent and whatnot. But my grandma actually told me this story when I was 16 years old. And I was like, oh, interesting. So when I first started auditioning, I was like, well, it's not going to happen, until I have 64 auditions at all. And that's an average working actor. So it's probably going to be more like 100. And so
when I came out of drama school, don't bother. It's too much hard work.
I just did my 65th audition yesterday.
There you go.
And didn't get it.
No, shame.
I'm starting to think this world isn't for me.
Just missing if I won each time.
What else? Okay, what else can I? Okay, do you, Orlando, still have your black and tan 1973 Porsche 911?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Do you still?
I'll never sell that. Never. It is more fun than you can shake a stick at. It is.
Is it in good condition?
I make sure of it.
Wow.
Do you drive it often?
Yeah. It's one of those things, it's like the joy of joys. Unfortunately, I just started to work with Porsche, which is my dream of dreams.
Wow, what a gig.
I know.
Great.
I do the watches, which I'm wearing one right now.
Oh, you are such a good ambassador.
And the sunglasses.
Very good.
But no, that car, and it's crazy because it's like being in a go-kart. And if anything goes wrong, it's like a few $100 to fix it. It's just like, I don't know, it feels like a spiritual experience.
If we we promise not to tell the police. How fast have you driven that car, Orlando?
Well, that car is not for speed. It's for handling. It's for it's really an experience. But other cars that I've driven. Yeah, there he is.
I've got a picture of it up in the studio.
That's my baby.
Wow.
So, well, listen, 1973, that's lovely, but now you're working with Porsche. They might give you a newer one, maybe like an 84 or something like that.
Exactly.
They might have some in a garage somewhere.
Exactly.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me before I let you guys go?
Oh, that's good. Good question.
Oh, that is a good question.
What an opportunity.
Who's your favourite?
Bryce Dallas.
Not between the two.
Oh, sorry.
Did I say that?
Yeah, what was one of your favorite interviews of all time?
And why?
What, that I did?
Yeah.
Well, funny you should say that, but this...
No, a real one. A real one.
Who's the
A
most
real
impressive
answer.
person you've had in here?
Something where you've left
Where
kind
you've
of
gone,
changed.
oh, wow, that was impressive.
We interviewed Elton John.
You're not allowed to say us.
And he swore within 5 seconds of being on the show.
I swore, badly. But
and then got carried away because he knew he was in a naughty
used
mood.
the C word.
He said the
he
F
didn't.
word.
The F word.
And that's not allowed.
And the W word.
And then he said
the W
he said a
word.
W word.
Wow.
A gentleman's hobby.
Yes.
And then
The 5-finger shuffle.
that's the one. He said, but that was fun. That was a good one.
Wow.
And Nick Mohammed has sat in
Yes, he was very
We
nice.
wish he
many
was here
times.
now.
Delightful.
Yeah, why is he
Great
not
human.
working his
He
ass
doesn't
off
want to
promoting
see
the
you.
film?
He said, I'm not going there. I'm not seeing that crazy man.
Do you know what? I'm never going to get that cordless power drill back from him. He'll do everything to avoid me. Absolute pleasure to see the both of you. Nice to see you again, Orlando.
You too. Thanks for having us.
Miss Bryce Dallas Howard. Good Lord, what a talent you are.
My goodness, thank you so much.
And
So
please
lovely.
remember how nice I was to you when you get the directing job in the next Star Wars film. Just
There
you
you
remember. I'm happy to be a stormtrooper. That'll do me.
How tall are you?
Oh yeah. How tall do I need to be?
How tall should he be?
I'm that height that you want me to be.
Yeah. So you're between 5'10" and 6 feet.
Yeah.
Well, numbers are different from America to the UK. So we measure very differently. Everybody watch Deep Cover. It's on Prime Video. You can watch it right now. It's very, very funny. It's a great movie. Watch it, enjoy it, and love to see you two enjoy your time here.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank
Bryce
you.
Dallas Howard and Orlando Bloom, everybody.
Radio X.